Arizona. Both these teams have been playing sporadically throughout the weekend. And the score currently 0-0 after one full inning of play. So the Choppers going to get their cuts. Paige Henry to lead things at. And after the weekend that I've spent covering games and broadcasting games from Payson, I've started to get. So this inning was a home run, a ground out, and then a single. So with one down, now it's Claire Duckworth.
You know, home with them, so
I am 90% sure. Zazueta, runner on first, and so 1 ball and 2 strikes. Otero, the 9th batter in this Choppers lineup. As here comes Zazueta's pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, that ends the inning. On the mound for the Choppers is hard-throwing right-handed pitcher Riley Dugar. Fortunate enough to talk to Riley a little bit last night on our broadcast. 65 on the radar if she's really trying. And here it comes. That was a lot, and it's going to skirt just foul. Third base coach was signaling fair, but that one touched a little bit of dirt, the telltale sign. It's about maybe a foot or a half a foot of turf between the foul line. Up to bat for the Sidewinders, Caro Olivas. As she will go down in strikes. Alina Otero and Claire Duckworth in right. That's the 9 fielders for the Choppers. Dugar gets ready and throws way upstairs. So first pitch in the dirt, second pitch at homeschooled actually as she hits that one to right field, squaring up and getting under it to end the inning is Duckworth. So 1 home run ties the game. The Sidewinders get on the board. And we will head to the top of the 3rd. Score is tied at 1. That looks like Ava Tracta, number 17. As that one fouled back to the screen. So Tracta played extensively last night. Can play the infield and the outfield. Haven't seen her in the circle yet. As Zazueta, who has given up a home. That's Autumn Rogenkamp up to bat. Runs allowed, so still 3-1 as we will go to the bottom of the 4th. Score remains Sidewinders 3, Choppers 1. We'll be right back from Payson. position on the field, so a versatile defensive player is a description for Taylor Fogelman. Homeschooled with a 4.2 GPA. Her aunt pitched for New Mexico State University as a ground ball. That's going to be a fair ball down in the left field corner. And it's going to get to the fence, and that's going to score a run. Loyola was slow to get to the ball, and the relay not on time as well. And it's 4-1 Sidewinders. Klug came all the way from first to score. It's a stand-up double. For Fogelman. So give her another double. Came into this tournament with 17.
Welcome to Field 3 on our last game of club softball action here today in Payson, Arizona. My name is Mac Friday, your new broadcaster today. We're not here with Gareth Kwok. We're not here with Jack Johnson. New person in for our final game today. We have Hotshots Davis versus Hotshots Day. A little bit behind schedule here. Roster changes and roster delivery from both lineups were a little bit late, so we're a little behind the action. But picking up right here in the bottom of the first, we have Abby Kelly batting for Hotshots Davis. Now in a 1-0 count, I believe, up against the pitcher for Day, Marissa McCann. McCann, a 2023 prospect out of Willow Canyon High School, facing Abby Kelly from Liberty High School in Peoria, Arizona. Umpires having a conference with either side. Quick stoppage of play. McCann deals to Kelly. Ball gets away from the catcher. Nobody on, so no consequence there from either side. Kelly playing second base for Davis. Pitch from McCann. Kelly's going to swing at it and miss, and is retired in her first at-bat of the day. Of this contest. And following up will be number 24, Rebecca Miller, playing third base. McCann gets a strikeout in her first appearance in this contest, retiring the senior Abby Kelly. Sophomore strikes out senior to get the action rolling. First pitch is going to be a ball to Miller from McCann. Rebecca Miller, class of 2021, chops one into the shallow outfield. Shallow left field, going to be grounded by the left fielder and back into play. A stand-up single for Rebecca Miller. Now batting for Hotshots Davis will be the catcher, Macy Lee. First pitch coming to Lee. It's going to be high and outside for ball one. McCann gets a strikeout on her first batter and leaves one open for a single to Rebecca Miller. Runner on first, now facing Lee with a 1-0 count. Second pitch is going to be high. Little lack of control in this at-bat thus far. Third pitch from McCann is going to be high again. 3-0 count to Macy Lee. Lee in a good spot in her first at-bat of this contest. McCann towing the rubber, delivers, and it's going to be high again for ball four. Free pass to Macy Lee, and just when it looked like Marissa McCann was in a good place with the strikeout to lead off this inning, she gives two freebies in an easy single and a walk to Miller and Lee. Now batting will be the right fielder, Alexia Boring, excuse me. First pitch is going to be called strike. Second pitch of the at-bat is going to be high. That's a 1-1 count now. Alexia Boring has a verbal commitment to Metropolitan State University. Here's McCann. Ball's in the dirt. It's going to be 2-1 now. Runners on second and first, no outs. Now McCann looking to get out of a hole. Nice pitch right down the middle. It's going to be 2-2 now. Good opportunity to reset here for the sophomore pitcher class of 2023 up against the class of 2021 senior in Alexia Boring. Next pitch is going to be chopped directly to the third baseman. Line drive. Runners will stay where they are, and Boring is retired. Now 1 out for McCann. 2 outs with Kelly's strikeout to lead off the inning. 2 on, 2 out for Paige White, batting fifth. Paige White has a verbal commitment to the University of Colorado Springs. Oh and 1 count to White. Next pitch is going to be called strike. Now on an 0-2 hole. Paige White looking not to strand runners on in this first opportunity for Davis to get on the board here in this first inning. Marissa McCann looking to get out of it. Swing and a miss. And now it's going to be 1-2 rather than 0-2. Runners still on first and second, 2 outs. Here's the payoff. Pitch is going to be high. Now it's 2-2 to Paige White, fighting back a little bit in this at-bat. Paige White, the rare combination of catcher and third baseman, is going to chop one right to the shortstop. Can't make the play, and it'll be bases loaded for Hotshots Davis. So Hotshots Day get on the board in the first inning, and now Hotshots Davis knocking on the door with bases loaded and 2 outs. And it will all fall into the hands of Hannah DeFabio. DeFabio also has a verbal commitment to Metropolitan State University. First pitch of the at-bat is going to be called strike right down the middle. Next pitch at the at-bat is going to be fouled off down the right field line. It's an 0-2 count to DeFabio. Here's McCann. Pitch is going to get away from the catcher. It's going to be a 1-2 count now. 1-2 count. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Marissa McCann versus Hannah DeFabio looking to avoid the bleeding. Here's the payoff. It's going to be in the dirt. Runner's going to go. And we will be all tied up at 1-1 now. Everything's square. Runners on third and second now. Runners will advance with what I believe is a 1-2 count to Hannah DeFabio, who remains in the box. Next pitch from McCann. It's going to be fouled off. And DeFabio continues to fight with runners in scoring position here in the bottom of the first. Next pitch from McCann. DeFabio really wanted it. Did not go. Close call from the umpire right there. And she's going to continue to fight in this at-bat. Two-two count. Sophomore McCann winds and delivers. It's going to be called ball. Full count now. Runners still on second and third. Some debris came off either the bat or one of the catcher's many instruments that they wear. payoff pitch coming from McCann. It's going to be inside, and the bases will be loaded. Once again, Viescusa. Now batting with the bases loaded and 2 outs will be Emma Viescusa. Viescusa has a verbal commitment with GCU and will now face McCann. First pitch at the at-bat is going to be chopped high into the air, looking to make a play. The first baseman can't do it, but it's foul anyways, and everything will reset with an 0-1 count. Ball is going to be skied into shallow left field, and it's going to drop. A run will score. Looked like the shortstop had it, but she didn't. And Viescusa reaches first and continues the influx of runs for Hotshots Davis. Bases loaded for Gianna Mimoli, the senior who has a verbal commitment to Weber State University. First pitch is going to be fouled off now. The second coming from McCann. It's going to be high, 1-1 count now. Next pitch from McCann is going to be a called ball. It's 2-1. If you were to ask Marissa McCann why she chose to play softball, she would say it's because she really enjoys the art of pitching. Now pitching will be McCann. It's going to be skied into left field. It's high, it's deep, and it's going to drop. 1 run will score. Make that 2, and now 3. A 3 RBI double for Gianna Mimoli. It'll be a 2-run ground rule double. Bounced over the short fence here in left field. Viescusa will sit on third and Mimoli on second as McCann's teammates look to rally and stop the bleeding here. First pitch at the at-bat is going to be a ball to Logan Stepp. Here's McCann. Ball's going to be outside. It's now 2-0 to Stepp. Viescusa on third, Mimoli on second. 2 outs, a huge 2-out rally here from Hotshots Davis. Next pitch from McCann. It's going to be chopped into shallow left field. Viescusa will score, and Mimoli will go to third. Runners at the corners as the lineup will reset. Logan Stepp puts it right in front of the left fielder. Really a lot of action here in left field in front of us. And it'll be runners at the corners as the lineup turns over to Abby Kelly. Five to 1, Hotshots Davis. Here's the first pitch to Kelly. It's going to be right down the pipe for strike 1. McCann getting picked on by the middle portion of this lineup from Hotshots Davis. Looking to get out of this inning and let the bats do the work. It's going to be lined to the shortstop who will make the easy play, and the bleeding will stop for Hotshots Day. We'll be right back as we turn around for the top of the second. back here in the top of the second inning. Dealing for Hotshots Davis will be Morgan Schmidt, facing number 11, the first baseman for Hotshots Day, Bailey Day. First pitch at the at-bat was a foul ball down the left field line. It's now 0-1 today from Schmidt. Second pitch of the at-bat coming. It's going to be off speed right down the middle. Good placement from Day. Schmidt, and now Day's already in an 0-2 hole. Here's Schmidt looking to retire Bailey Day. Third pitch of the at-bat is going to be inside in the dirt. 1-2 count now. Next pitch from Schmidt. It's going to be high, 2-2 now. Schmidt, the senior from Highland High School in Gilbert, Arizona. Next pitch from Schmidt. Day's going to drive that hard down the left field line, but it's going to be foul. Continues to fight now. Bailey Day interested in majoring in sports medicine. A class of 2022 from Cactus Shadows High School. And it's going to be a walk from Morgan Schmidt on a debatable call from the umpire. Bailey Day did a nice job there from fighting back all the way from an 0-2 count to get on base from 4 straight balls from Morgan Schmidt. Schmidt will now face Kennedy Brandon, who is already in an 0-1 hole. Brandon also from Cactus Shadows High School, also the class of 2022. Throw is going to be errant to first, but it's going to be backed up by the right fielder. Runner will stay at first. And everything carries on as normal. Schmidt towing the rubber, winds and delivers. It's going to be fouled off. Rather, she swung and missed. You can't really tell. Here's Schmidt. Pitch is going to be in the dirt. Catcher's going to look at first, but not throw it. Give the ball back to her pitcher. Avoid the risk. 2-2 count to Kennedy Brandon. Schmidt winds and delivers. Brandon's going to chop that off. Schmidt up the middle. The ball's going to sit there. Runners will get to first and second safely. Schmidt looks to be okay, but it went off her shin. Coach is going to come out and have a conference, and we'll be right back when play picks back up. New pitcher in for Hotshots Davis. It's going to be number 19, Riley Flynn. It looked like Schmidt was going to continue, but the hit she sustained on the single from Kennedy Brandon was not what her coach wanted to see. And Schmidt was pulled the game in favor of the junior Riley Flynn, who will face the junior from Sandra Day O'Connor High School, Zoe Jackson. Flynn's first pitch to Jackson will be shown bunt and fouled off. 0-1 to Jackson now. Zoe Jackson, the center fielder for Hotshots Day. If you asked her her favorite softball memory, she would say robbing a home run while flipping over the center field fence. Certainly must have been a sight to see. Oh, 0-2 count now to Jackson. Flynn looking to retire the first batter she faced. Now it's going to be 0-2 rather. Multiple attempts at a bunt from Jackson, trying to advance the runners with no outs here in the top of the second. Here's Flynn. It's going to be swung on and missed from Jackson. First batter Riley Flynn faces is retired. And now Hotshots Davis have life. Flynn will next face number 21, Andy Anderson from Horizon High School. We also have another great Horizon High School alum in the building. Working the center field camera is none other than Horizon High School graduate class of 2017, Eric Ruby. Next pitch from Flynn is going to be high and outside. It's 1-1 now to Andy Anderson. Anderson's going to show bunt. It's going to get past her, and she's going to pull it away just in time. 2-1 count now. Riley Flynn looking to retire the second batter she's facing now. Here's the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. 3-1, runners on second and first. Andy Anderson has a 4.0 GPA, and her college major interest is nursing. Here's Flynn. Strike right down the pipe. Going to be a full count now to Anderson. Anderson wanted the ball to get a free walk to first base and load the bases. Umpire thought differently. Here's Flynn, payoff pitch. It's going to be chopped foul just off against the backstop. Anderson will continue to fight. Some career interests besides nursing for Anderson include statistics and being a NASA engineer. Statistics major and NASA engineer are two things that are not easy, folks. Still full count to Anderson. Here's Flynn. Second payoff pitch at the at-bat coming now. Right down the pipe, called strike, and Anderson is retired, striking out, looking. Backwards K. Believe the next batter Flynn is facing now is Quinn Lenz. 0-1 count to Lenz. Next pitch is going to be called strike. Lenz showed bunt on her first attempt. 0-2 count now for the leadoff hitter. Runner still on first and second, been stranded there most of the inning. Swung on and missed. It's now 1-2, not a strikeout call just yet. First pitch at the at-bat must have been pulled back, called for a ball. 1-2 count to Lenz. Here's Flynn. It's going to be called ball, now 2-2. Here's Flynn. Just missed outside, now a full count. Flynn's hitting her spots, but sometimes the umpire just doesn't like where she's putting it. Payoff pitch coming. It's going to be chopped foul up against the backstop. Lenz continues to fight. 2 outs, 2 on. 5-1 in favor of Hotshots Davis. Next pitch from Flynn. It's going to be low and outside. Should be ball 4, and it is. Bases are going to be loaded for Hotshots Day now. Bailey Day, who led off this inning, is now on third. Kennedy Brandon on second. And a free trip from Quinn Lenz to first base will load the bases for Kennedy Burns. First pitch of the at-bat from Flynn to Burns. It's going to be outside, called ball 1. Next pitch is going to be called strike. 1-1 to Burns now. Next pitch is going to be fouled off by Burns over the backstop. Burns, the sophomore from Red Mountain High School. Some college major interests include biology and chemistry to become a pediatrician. Next pitch coming from Flynn. It's going to be in the dirt. Two balls, 2 strikes to Kennedy Burns. Riley Flynn now winds and delivers. It's going to be chopped foul. Remains 2-2. Riley Flynn came in this second inning for the injured Morgan Schmidt. Got 2 strikeouts and then gave up a free walk to Quinn Lenz before facing Kennedy Burns here in the top of the second with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Here's Flynn. Burns is going to chop at a ball in the dirt. It's It's going to be dead ball. Count remains 2-2. Flynn looking to retire the academic softball first team. Burns. It'll be shot up the middle from Burns to the center fielder. 1 run will score. Play at the plate. Runner is safe. 2 runs will score on a 2 RBI single from Kennedy Burns. Coming in the clutch. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Chopper up the middle and 2 runs score. Well done by Kennedy Burns. That'll put the score at 5-3 in favor of Hotshots Davis. Riley Flynn will now face Marissa Peraza. Next pitch is going to be called strike. 1-1 to Peraza. Here's Flynn. It's going to be in the dirt just low. 2-1 count now. Marissa Peraza, the junior from Betty Fairfax High School. Next pitch is going to be in the dirt. 3-1 now to Peraza with runners on second and first. 2 outs still. It's been 2 outs for a while now on both sides of the ball. Next pitch is going to be high. Was expecting that to be ball 4, but I guess I missed a strike call. Now full count. Payoff pitch coming from Riley Flynn, looking to get out of this inning. It's now 5-4. Davis's lead has dwindled. Ball skied high in the air. First baseman will not secure the catch. It's going to be in foul territory, so everybody will reset and we'll have another shot. But an easy picking there from the first baseman. Glove hit the ground, ball came out. And a missed opportunity to get the bats back in the batter's box for Hotshots Davis. Another payoff coming from Riley Flynn. Swung on and missed by Peraza. Riley Flynn comes in, gets 2 strikeouts, makes a couple mistakes, allows for some runs to be scored, but finishes up with another strikeout. We'll be back here for the bottom of the second. Welcome back here to the bottom of the second inning. Already one out on the board for Hotshots Davis. Abby Kelly flew out to left field. Now Marissa McCann will go back out to the rubber to face Rebecca Miller, who got this Hotshots offense rolling in the first inning with a single. Here's McCann to Miller. Ball's going to be in the dirt. Believe it's a 2-0 count. We'll have word here in a second. 2 balls, no strikes to Miller. Here's McCann. That's going to be skied foul by Miller. Now 2-1. With how many houses are close right behind this field complex, you have to think how many softballs are hit into people's backyards. It's like living on a golf course almost. Next pitch from McCann is going to be in the dirt to Miller. Hitters count now, 3-1. Next pitch from McCann. It's going to be outside, and a 5-pitch walk to Rebecca Miller, who gets this Hotshots offense rolling once again here in the second. Miller has been the first of the Hotshot Davis team to reach base in both of these sections we have played. First pitch to Macy Lee is going to be high and outside for ball 1. Next pitch is going to be skied to the center fielder, Zoe Jackson, who will make the play. And 2 outs now for Hotshots Day, runner on first. Lexia Boring, who lined out to the third baseman last inning, back up. Made good contact with the ball, but just a better play by the third baseman. Makes good contact with that one. It's going to be grounded right into Zoe Jackson's hands for a single. And Miller will advance to second. Runners now one runner in scoring position for Paige White, with Boring on first. 2 on, 2 out. First pitch to Paige White's going to be in the dirt from McCann. McCann, the sophomore, has had a little bit of a control issue against the veteran bats of Hotshots Davis. Next pitch is going to be high, 2-0 count. Three 0 count now to White. McCann just can't seem to find the zone against the more experienced hitters of Hotshots Davis. Runners still on second and first. Next pitch going to be inside. 4-pitch walk to Paige White. Bases loaded for Hannah DeFabio, who had the huge at-bat to keep the inning rolling in the first inning. Came up big with a walk to keep runners on for Hotshots Davis. Bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch is going to be outside. Seems like it's been a while since Marissa McCann has registered a strike. With a 5-pitch walk to Macy Lee and a 4-pitch walk to a 5-pitch walk to Alexia Boring and a 4-pitch walk to Paige White. Next pitch from McCann. Going to be called strike right down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike to Hannah DeFabio. Here's McCann. High and inside for ball 3. 3-1 count now. McCann towing the rubber, looking to get something going. It's going to be in the dirt, and that'll walk a run in. Make the score 6-4 in favor of Hotshots Davis. Okay, that's right. Now batting for Hotshots Davis will be Emma Viascusa. 1-0 count to her. Ball is going to be hit high and deep into left center. It's going to drop on the warning track for a ground rule double. That's Viascusa's second hit of the day. First came in the first inning as a single. And it'll be a 2-run ground rule double for Viascusa. Make that now 8-4 in favor of Hotshots Davis. A ground rule double by Viascusa will give way to Gianna Mimoli, who hit the ground rule double in the first inning, facing a Marissa McCann who has struggled with her control. First pitch is going to be strike inside at the knees. Runners at second and third. Second pitch of the at-bat. That's going to be chopped foul. Now 0-2 count. This could be the opportunity that Hotshots Day need to get back in the batter's box. 0-2 count. 2 on, 2 out. Next pitch from McCann. That's lined into right field. It will drop in fair territory. 2 runs will score. And Mimoli will go to second for her second double of the day. Now 10-4 in favor of Hotshots Davis. Next up for Davis will be Logan Stepp, who reached on a single in the first inning. Stepp, a verbal commit with San Diego State University. First pitch is going to be called high. Second pitch of the at-bat. That'll be 2-0 now to Stepp. Mimoli, the lone runner on second with 2 outs. Next pitch is going to be in the dirt from McCann. Another pitcher warming for Hotshots Day. Next pitch from McCann. It's going to be chopped foul, 3-1 now. Next pitch is going to be hit high and deep It's going to drop just on the warning track for another ground rule double. Outfielders getting a lot of work out here. They get so close every time, but just can't seem to make the play as the experienced bats of Hotshots Davis just position the ball in perfect harmony on the warning track for a ground rule double. That's going to be the third one we've seen this game. And it looks like it's going to be a pitching change for Hotshots Day. We'll be right back. New pitcher for Hotshots Day is Taylor Etherton, who will face off against Delaney Wilson. First pitch is going to be in the dirt. Etherton, the 2023 sophomore from Betty Fairfax High School. The lone runner on second is Logan Stepp, who reached on a ground rule double. Next pitch is going to be off speed from Etherton and going to be called a strike. 1-1 count now. Next pitch is going to be high, 2-1 count now. Next pitch from Etherton. Swung on and missed by Wilson. 2-2 count. Etherton has a diverse range of pitches, including a fastball, changeup, drop, curve, drop, and rise and screwball. Next pitch is going to be swung on and missed, a low off speed. Looked like her drop or drop curve. And Delaney Wilson, when swinging and missing, and that will retire the side. We'll be back with Hotshots Day on offense. Now in the top of the third in our Hotshots Dave versus Hotshots Davis matchup, Riley Flynn for Davis facing off against Shaylee Zaitz for Day. Zaitz, the Mountain Ridge junior. A college major interest for Zaitz is psychology or psychiatry. But she probably doesn't want to be a psychic, I can tell you that much. I believe it's a 1-1 count to Zaitz. It's going to be chopped foul into a backyard. Sports Zaitz has played outside of softball include volleyball, just one. Her favorite food is Italian food. 2-2 count from Flynn to Zaitz. Shaylee will step back into the box, and here comes the pitch from Flynn. Swung on and missed. A nice off-speed pitch to mess with the timing of Zaitz. And that's one out already for Davis. Zaitz will now face Etherton, who instead of playing in the left field is now pitching. Pitch is going to be called ball from Flynn. This should be a 1-1 count. Here's Flynn. Pitch is in the dirt. Off-speed grip got away from her. Two balls, one strike to the pitcher for Day. Another one in the dirt. Pitcher on pitcher duel. 3-1 count. Next pitch coming in from Flynn. That's going to be hit hard and deep, just foul in left field territory. Three and two count now. Payoff pitch coming for Riley Flynn. Off speed hit hard but high into the air. And an error from the third baseman in foul territory is going to give Etherton another shot here. Taylor Etherton also wants to become a pediatric nurse. Several of her teammates were interested in doing so. One out, full count. Here's the next payoff pitch. It's going to be fouled up against the backstop. Etherton continues to fight against Flynn. Next payoff pitch from Flynn. Off speed, swung on and missed. Nasty stuff from Riley Flynn. Messes with the timing of Etherton. And Flynn wins out on the pitcher versus pitcher duel. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Flynn. Now facing Hannah Bowers, looking to strike out the side. First pitch from Flynn is going to be grounded down the left field line in foul territory. 0-1 count now. Here's Flynn. Nasty off-speed pitch again. No one from Hotshots Day has been able to hit the off-speed drop from Riley Flynn. Now an 0-2 count. Pitch is going to be high, and Bowers wants no part of that. 1-2 count. Next pitch from Flynn. It's going to be swung on. Good timing there from the hitter. Grounded to the left fielder. 2 outs, 1 on. Villaesquiza made a nice play in left field to get her body in front of the ball and save any potential extra bases for Bowers in Hotshots Day. Bailey Day versus Riley Flynn now. Catcher's going to make a throw to first on the ball. Runner is safe and will stay at first. 1-0 count to Bailey Day. Next pitch is going to be hit hard to the second baseman, who will make the catch, throw it to first. And just like that, Davis will be back on offense, up 11-4. Abby Kelly will lead off the side for Hotshots Davis for the third consecutive time in this contest. First 2 times she struck out and grounded out. Looking to get on base for the first time in this contest, facing Taylor Etherton. Second pitch of the at-bat is going to be a ball. Next pitch, swung on and chopped to the pitcher. Etherton grounds and makes the play successfully. It's going to be a 1-3 ground out for Abby Kelly. 0-3 on the day. 0-4-3, excuse me. Now batting for Davis will be Rebecca Miller, who has been the spark for this offense, the first Hotshot Davis player on in both of the frames thus far. First pitch from Etherton's going to be in the dirt for ball 1. Rebecca Miller reached in the first inning on a single and in the second inning on a walk. 1 for 1 on the day. Looking to do more damage against a different pitcher now in Etherton. Etherton toes the rubber, winds, and delivers. It's going to be high. 2-0 count now. This the 5th and final game on this second field here in Payson. 1 more remaining on the main field, but this is the last of our broadcasts. Next pitch is swung on in the dirt by Miller. 2-1. Here's Etherton. Swung on and chopped foul by Miller. 2-2 now. Miller, the senior, who has a verbal commitment with the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. 2-2 count now. Next pitch is going to be in the dirt. It'll be a full count to Rebecca Miller. Let's see if she can spark a third rally for the Davis team. Here's Etherton. Payoff pitch coming. Swung on, chopped dead right at her feet. The battle will continue. Next pitch from Etherton, the second payoff of the at-bat. Miller will swing and drive it foul again down the left field line. Etherton's favorite athlete is former Sun Devil pitcher G. Juarez, who now pitches for the Oklahoma Sooners. Juarez, one of the greatest pitchers to ever wear maroon and gold before transferring, but Miller will drive that one into right center field and will get a stand-up double, sparking another rally here, potentially, for Hotshots Davis. Etherton will now face Macy Lee, who is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a ground out in the second inning. First pitch to Lee is going to be high and outside for ball 1. Next pitch from Etherton. Off-speed pitch just outside, missed the spot, now 2-0 count. Etherton's teammates wanted the call, but didn't get it. Two and 0 from Etherton. It's going to be swung on and drove into right field. Right fielder will make the play. Miller will tag and stay at second. And that is 2 down now for Hotshot Davis. Etherton will now face Alexia Boring, who reached base in the second inning. First pitch of the at-bat is high and outside for ball 1. 1-0 from Etherton. In the dirt, 2-0 now. They're going to call it a strike. The right fielder Boren swinging on that pitch. 1-1 now. Here's Etherton. It's going to be swung on, driven down the left field line, but in foul territory. 1-2 count now for the senior. One and two count, runner on second. Here's Etherton. Winds and delivers. It's in the dirt. Runner is going to advance to third on a wild pitch that gets by the catcher. Two outs. Miller on third. She's reached home every time she's reached base. Looking to continue that streak here in this at-bat. Next pitch from Etherton. It's going to be high and outside for a full count now. It's either 2-2 or 3-2. Can't really see the umpire's fingers. Now it's 2-2. Next pitch from Etherton. It's going to be high and ball four. That was the payoff pitch. Runners now at the corners for Davis with Hannah DeFabio, one of the best. Runner will go to second on the missed opportunity from Hotshots Day. Caught lacking, and the runner will advance to second. Hannah DeFabio, who had two great at-bats in the first and second inning, fighting to get on base and continue the rallies that the Hotshot Davis team has had. Now standing in for the first time, second time against Etherton, first time in this inning. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be just low, just missed the strike zone on the drop ball. 1-0 count to DeFabio. Miller on third, Boring on second. Two outs. And here's the pitch from Etherton. It's going to be swung on, chopped down to the left field line. It's going to be grounded by the third baseman and thrown across the infield for the third out. Everybody will reset, and Day will go back on offense. Now batting for Hotshots today is Kennedy Brandon, who's no longer batting for Hotshots Day as she just struck out. Swinging and missing on a nice pitch from Riley Flynn, who has looked very good in the circle since taking over for the injured Morgan Schmidt. After retiring Brandon on less than 4 pitches, Riley Flynn will turn around to face the center fielder, Zoe Jackson. First pitch is going to be inside, call the ball. Zoe Jackson, who wants to be a physical therapist, cites her parents as her biggest influences in her life. Now with a 2-0 count, facing Riley Flynn. Jackson struck out in the first inning and hasn't batted since. Next pitch is going to be inside. 3-0 count now. Flynn hasn't had many of these situations, but she's facing it now. Here's the 3-0. Looked like a good pitch, but it's going to be called ball. Free 4-pitch walk, trip to first base for Zoe Jackson. Now batting will be number 21, Andy Anderson, who also struck out. Excuse me. Runner won't go. Jackson stays on first after a ball goes to Anderson for a 1-0 count. Anderson shows bunt. Ball is dropped by the catcher, and Jackson will take a free trip to second. Went for the steal. The drop made it an uncontested attempt. Jackson now in scoring position. 1 out on the board for Hotshot Davis. Here's Flynn getting her sign, winding and delivering. Anderson will bunt and will be out at first, and will advance the runner to third. A good sack bunt from Anderson. God bless you, General. Two down for Hotshot Davis, now facing Quinn Lenz. Lenz will chop the first pitch of the at-bat into the woods and onto the soccer pitch that is just beyond the left field fence. 0-1 count now. Next pitch of the at-bat is going to be a ball, 1-1. Jackson still at third. Knocking to get more runs on the board for Day, who trail 11-4 in the bottom of the third. Next pitch is going to be high. Catcher will check the runner at third. She will be safe. Close call there. Miller, nice job controlling the throw and getting a semi-decent tag on Jackson, just a little bit too late. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Quinn Lenz. Riley Flynn gets her sign, winds, and delivers. It's going to be swung on, chop foul. Lenz continues to fight. Here's Flynn, the 1-2. Looking at her wristband for her sign. Toes the rubber. off speed. It's that nice drop ball, but it was in the dirt. Check throw to third. Jackson is safe and stays on the bag. This game nearing a close with the 1 hour 45-minute time segments given. Lenz will chop another one foul, still a 1-2 count. Jackson remains on third with 2 outs in this top of the third inning. One and two count from Riley Flynn. It's in the dirt. Guess I had my count wrong because Lenz will take a free trip to first base. Runners at the corners now for Hotshots Day. 2 outs still on the board. 11-4 in favor of Hotshots Davis. First pitch is called strike to Kennedy Burns. Riley Flynn gave up 2 runs in the first inning when she first appeared in this game, but hasn't done so since. Next pitch will be chopped foul out to the same soccer pitch that is just left to left field. Next pitch coming from Flynn. Burns swings on it, an attempted slap, and she will strike out the side. Not strike out the side, but strike out Burns, and that's going to be the ball game. From everybody here at Field 2 here in Payson, we thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Go to the other stream at the other field for the final game of this weekend's action. For Eric Ruby, Izzy Georges, Gareth Kwok, and the rest of our crew, this is Mac Friday signing off.